How's it going?
Nope. You gotta turn my speakers on. I knew you'd be there. Pick anybody else. Jaron was pretty good last. And then I did one after you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he contacted me and said, "Hey, I want to do it too." And so I did another one. I didn't get very far. Let's see what we got going on here. How's your week been?
It's been good. It's been a little hectic, busy, work, trying to get homework done and things like that. But besides that, it's been good. How about yours?
Yeah, it's not too bad. A little busy. So, yeah, my boss's boss came into work today. So,
Oh.
yeah. But they're all really good guys, so it's not too bad. All right. Yeah, I kind of stalled out on the math part of this. I just
Yeah, that's what's getting me right now. Actually, I was working on it. And I was like, oh man, it's a lot of math.
Yeah. That's what we need these other guys for. Nah. Yeah, I studied all day Saturday for the exam.
How'd you do?
It wiped me out, but I mean, I did okay. I got like an 86.
Oh, that's better than what I did.
But it took my whole day. So I kept doing the practice exams until I felt like I knew some of the stuff, but oh yeah. I'm still curious to what I missed. That's what I don't like about this process.
Me neither.
You can't learn after you've done it. So anyway, how's Texas doing? Is Texas still there?
It's still here. We're still here in one piece. It's a little cold.
Yeah.
It's a little cold.
Yeah.
It's what is it? 61 degrees. Oh, 58.
Right now?
That's like, yeah. Well, that's really cold for Texas.
Wow, yeah. It was like 100 here today.
Ooh, no, thank you. I do not miss that.
Our kids are still swimming.
Oh, wow. People are already bundled up. I'm like, I just either go out there without anything, without a sweater or just a light sweater. People are out here bundled up. I'm like, it's not that cold out here, people.
What part of Texas are you in?
Dallas.
Is that cold in Dallas already?
Yep. But,
But it's still in the 70s.
That's perfect weather.
Hey, Jaron, where are you at?
San Antonio.
Oh, okay. I have an aunt that lives there.
Yeah, this is the temperature right now.
Oh, wow.
79. Well, that's the low. The sun's gone. The high tomorrow is 79.
Oh, gee.
Oh, wow.
Texas overreact when it gets cold outside, though. It's like, no, it's not that cold, people.
Yeah. There it is in Yuma. You can see it.
Nice.
Oh, ouch.
Holy cow.
My pool is 82 degrees.
It snowed here just a few days ago.
You can have it. And let's see. Who are we missing here? I did You got my email this time, right, Chance?
Yeah, this time it came through.
Okay, yeah. I saw your post, so I went for it. I think I did 2 emails for you.
Yeah, it came through that. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. So I invited Clint and Seth, but I haven't seen them on a single one since we've been here. I keep inviting them every week, but I don't know if they're even part of the class anymore. So, what time is it? Hey, well, we'll just start. Yeah, and so I guess I'm recording, so I post it and just post the names, right? You guys don't have to do much. Just give me the answers.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. There you go. All right. Well, I'll let somebody lead on the notes, then we'll get started, and the other guys come in. They come in.
Alrighty,
All
I guess
right.
I'll start with one then. So, which of the following statements is correct? I've got A, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
That's what I got.
Everyone good with
Yeah. Seems right to me.
A? Alrighty then. Number 2, the term inflation is used to describe a situation in which I got A, again, the overall level of prices in the economy is increasing.
I agree.
Yep. It doesn't have to,
Technically, none of those are correct.
because it could be decreasing too, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
really, the
Yeah, I
definition,
saw that too.
the value, how much buying power the currency has. It's the measurement of how much power the currency has, how much it can buy.
Well, the other ones are way out in left field, so
Right. Because it says to describe a situation in which it would apply, and you could technically use inflation to describe prices change or increasing. So
that's the only situation where it would be accurate, I guess.
Yeah.
Very good. All right.
Or does somebody else want to?
Yeah, do a couple, and then we'll switch around a little. No, I'll do the next 2. How about that?
Apparel for being the smallest thing in the basket.
Yeah, and the basket of goods that is used to compute the consumer price index, which of the following categories of consumer spending is the smallest? And if you look at the pie chart, it looks like apparel is the smallest.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah, recreation was 6%, apparel was 4%, food and beverages was 15%, and housing was like
40 something.
Yeah.
There was an other category which was technically smaller, but it doesn't have it listed on there. So
yeah.
Other goods and services?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually the same. Wow. People spend more on recreation than clothes.
Yeah, I know my motorcycle costs more than my wardrobe.
Recreation, that's transportation.
I mean,
depending on how
it's a dirt bike. Yeah, it's a dirt bike.
Movie tickets are really expensive.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're the cost of a price of jeans, right?
Nowadays, yeah.
All right. Number 4, changes in the quality of a good. I put C, or not accounted for as a matter of policy by the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
I have D on that.
I put C because it doesn't count quality, it just counts the change. The food could be better or worse, or the housing, or what do you guys think? I'm open.
Where did I see this?
I think it's trying to ask you which things don't the Bureau of Labor Statistics account for.
Right, and I remember it saying something about how the Bureau of Labor Statistics couldn't really get a good read on that, just because like they're not sure how to account for the change in price because of the quality of the good, or if people's incomes are decreasing, they start buying cheaper brands of things, and so they're not sure how cheap, or at least that's what I understood from it.
Yeah, the substitution goods that they were talking about.
Yeah,
they can't account for it, So, well, I'm leaning C. Look that one up.
All right.
All right.
Double check.
Okay.
Number 5, if the cost of food and beverages increases by 10%, then other things the same, the CPI is likely to increase by, and I put A on that one.
Agree.
Because food was 15% of the pie chart.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
All right, I'll do one more. For the imaginary economy, the value of the consumer price index was 140 in 2013, and the inflation rate was 5% between 2013 and 2014. The consumer price index for 2014 was, and I have B. So,
yep, that's what I got.
And I didn't really understand how to figure that out, but I did 147 minus 145 divided by 145, and it comes out to 5. Because you're looking at the change between the 2 years.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hopefully, or at least in the future, I guess.
Well, I knew one.
Do problems like that, because I did basically what you did. I just kind of did a plug and check, so I started putting in numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one came out to 5?
And I knew it. I pretty much knew what it was beforehand because it was increased, so it had to be A or B. And I pretty much knew it wasn't A because A is not 5% higher than the other one. It's a little under that. So anyway, all right. Who wants to do 7?
7. I'll take that one. Which of the following is the correct formula for calculating the consumer price index? I have B for that one. But no, B. Base year. It's C, right?
Yeah, I think current year over base. That's how I try to. I remember the base by being the base. It's underneath the current.
Yeah, so I think you're right with B there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I overthought that one.
Yeah, just remember when it says it's the current year over the base year, and so if you think of base being the base, the thing on the bottom, I'll help you remember.
It's D.
It's D.
Yes, is my notes.
Base over current.
It's current over base, but the C is current minus base over base. So it's just current over base times 100.
Okay.
Right, wasn't that what B is? Yeah.
Yeah, it's B. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I misheard. Then I thought I heard you say D.
I did. I'm on my phone, so it's kind of small.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. B it is. As in boy. As in base.
As in boy.
Boys and Bravo.
Or as in baseball, the next problem. The table below shows the prices of baseball and baseball bats for 3 years. Assume the typical consumer basket consists of 6 baseballs and 2 baseball bats. Refer to the table. The inflation rate was A, 10.3% in 2009 and 17.43% in 2010.
Yep.
And number 9, if the price index was 90 in year 1, 100 in year 2, 95 in year 3. The economy experienced D, a 11.1% inflation, one in years 1 and 2, and a 5% deflation between years 2 and 3. And that's as far as I got.
There you go.
Okay. Question 10. Which of the following statements best represents economists' beliefs about the bias in the CPI as a measure of the cost of living?
Somebody has a little one.
That's me. A little
Awesome.
bit for bedtime, isn't it?
Yeah. Struggling.
All right, so y'all got farther than I did.
Economists agree that
I'd say they agree it is a problem.
yeah, I think so. That's why they were trying to add the little 0.5% or whatever to the inflation, because it always, what did it say? It always increased the living quality, or
Yeah, for this one I got D just because I remember reading in one part that they were still trying to figure out just how severe of a problem it was. Because I mean, from what I understood, this is kind of like one of the only things that we have that gets us generally close. And so they're like, do we try and find something better, or do we just leave it as is?
yeah, wouldn't that be C as well though? They're still trying to debate what to do about it.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look that one up. I think that was in the PowerPoint.
Yeah, double check on that one.
Yeah.
C
Like
and
that was a
D.
double. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
10. Number 11, if the quality of a good deteriorates while its price remains the same, then the value of a dollar.
I got C on this one, but the same it wasn't.
Value falls and the cost of living increases.
Yeah, the quality of a good deteriorates.
That means you're paying more money for a crappier product.
Right. So
yeah.
In my
Walmart.
mind, that would make your value of your dollar less, just because you're having to pay more for something that's not as great. And that way, if you want to buy something that is better, you're having to pay more, which increases your living expense.
I agree.
So which one?
C, right?
Yeah.
C? Okay, yeah. That's what you said?
Yeah, it's the one that makes sense to me, unless anyone else gives out an argument for another one.
I do not.
All right.
I'll move on. Question 12. Which of the following is the most accurate statement? In the 70s, late 80s, 90s, and 2000s, the GDP deflator and the CPI both showed high rates of inflation.
Are we supposed to be looking at that graph?
I don't know what this is in context to.
Yeah, this one I couldn't figure out where in the heck it was referring to, so I just Googled inflation rates from the 70s now. And
I think it's slide 17 of the graph.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
The
must
PowerPoint,
have just skipped that. But yeah, it looks like inflation rates were high in the late 70s, and
Jimmy Carter.
then
Carter years
mellowed out after that.
Reaganomics.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I know 70s and 80s. Holy moly. Really high inflation.
Wow, what was going on there?
That was Carter. Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Cardigan?
Yeah, like home loans were 18, 21%.
Oh.
I mean, it was that bad.
So that would make it in the 70s. Both the GDP and the CPI showed high rates of inflation. In the 80s, 90s, 2000s, measures showed low rates of inflation.
Yeah, that's what I got for. This is once the 80s rolled around, it started mellowing back out. So
That one is B.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if nothing further, question 13. The primary purpose of measuring the overall level of prices in the economy is to.
I got C on that one.
I agree on that.
Comparison of dollar figures from different points in time.
Yeah.
Right. And then question 14. It's not really a question. Megan's salary for 3 consecutive years, along with other values, are presented in the table below. Suppose the consumer price index for 2013 is not necessarily 235. If the nominal interest rate for 2013 is 7.3%, then the consumer price index for 2013 is, in fact,
This one I kind of took a wild guess at. Or no. Was it this one or no? I got D, but the same. I think this was one where I just kind of took a shot in the dark.
Yeah. The consumer price index is
consumer price index is.
I don't quite get the not necessarily 235.
Yeah, I know. I think the reason I got the 250 is I was using that as the previous year's thing because I didn't know how to use that as not necessarily 235. Like, how do you not know whether or not? So
you have to pretend like it's 7.3 instead. Is that what it's saying? If the nominal interest rate.
No, I think it's saying suppose that the interest rate or the CPI is not 235, so ignore that. And suppose the nominal interest rate is 7.3, then what would be the price instead of 235?
Okay, gotcha.
And so salary is 76, real interest rate is 1.8, nominal is 7.3. And it's asking for CPI, so it would be goods and services over price in base year.
okay, hold on. Let's try this.
So you figure that out how? Which way does that go?
I have no idea. So what would be our base year? 2012?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
or 11.
So it's saying the interest rate is 7.3. Isn't that just referring to the previous year? Like it increased 7.3%, or no? Yeah, maybe.
Let's see, 230 minus.
I'm just punching in numbers right now to see if I can get anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just seeing what falls.
What does interest rate have to do with this? Interest rate on what?
This one's a little bit more confusing.
Yeah, it's a change in something, but I don't know what it is a change of.
Would she buy a house every year? Car loan every year? What?
Yeah, I'm not sure here.
I guess maybe we'll just have to.
Yeah, real interest rate equals nominal interest rate minus inflation rate. The nominal interest rate, the interest rate not corrected for inflation.
So does that mean we have to add in the 1.8% to get back to your, or no, yeah, to get back to the inflation rate?
I don't know. Okay, nominal interest rate. The interest rate not corrected for inflation, the rate of the dollar value of a deposit or debt. The real interest rate is corrected for inflation, the rate of growth and the purchasing power
Are we doing purchasing power?
If the nominal interest rate is 7.3%, then the consumer price index will be just 7.3% higher than 235. No.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I'm trying to figure out where to substitute the 7.3.
Right.
See, what it's doing is it figured out the real interest rate. So you have to subtract minus 1.8 equals 5.5%. Wait, nominal interest rate minus inflation.
Yeah. So does that mean
it's something like that?
7,
Are you trying to find the real
230
interest rate or the real interest rate?
Okay, I think. Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, I think C.
Yeah, I'm not
right
sure.
Answer.
I think we're getting close, but
because if you have your nominal interest rate at 7.3, so that means your inflation rate was 5.5. So if you take 242.7, subtract it from 230 and divide it by 230, that gives you your 5.5 inflation rate.
Actually, the rate of inflation was 9.3, isn't it?
Well, because your real interest is your nominal minus the
inflation rate. And so since the inflation rate of the year is unknown, then you would add real and nominal to get the unknown. Unless I'm talking about a different interest rate.
Yeah, so you have your 7.3 minus 5.5, which gives you the 1.8. Is that, or is my math wrong?
Real is 0.8.
In which case your 7.3 would be your nominal, 5.5 would be the inflation. You subtract those two, and you get 1.8 as your real interest rate.
All those are confused.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to look that one up. But
all right,
I think
move on.
Yeah, we're gonna move on that one. Oh, well, hold on a second. Slide 30. Nominal interest rate is 9. During the year, inflation is 3.5. Real is 9 minus 3.5 equals 5.5. The purchasing power of 1,000. So do you go? But yeah, I don't know which one to go back on.
Right. So we're trying to solve for the inflation rate because we have the real and we have the nominal.
Right.
So in order to get 1.8 out of 7.3, you'd have to subtract 5.5.
Yeah, we got to work some backwards, I think. All right. Yeah, we'll just move on and
All right.
look that one
I'll
up.
double check on that one.
If you figure it out, post it on the forum group.
All right.
You know how it's done, and I'll do the same.
All right. 15. Suppose Will's 2009 food expenditures in 2011 dollars amount to 5,670. Then,
What?
this one was also another one that I just took a shot in the dark. So it was,
Yeah, you got to look at the chart.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that would
each
be.
time I tried to solve for this one, it just came out weird, and I couldn't ever get.
Well, in this base, current over base, you got to figure out for current.
Right, because yeah, it doesn't have a price index for 2011, so you'd have to solve for that, which was.
Yeah, so the base would be 5,000, and the, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
The
not.
weird one with this one is it wasn't asking you like a specific like year. It gave you like a bunch of different options, and you were supposed to find which one was the correct one.
I turn my fan on. It's hot in here.
And price index was.
The heat is on. I don't know. All right.
I just need to
Stumbling on. You guys get this far on that? I'm stumbling on the map.
So yeah, you take the current year, which was $6,600 divided by 5,000 as the base, I guess, and multiply that by 100, which gives you 132. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because that's smaller than all the other years. So maybe that's not the base.
Yeah.
No, it's not the base because otherwise it'd be 100 at the.
So would you do? Well, let's see. I don't get how it says his expenditures on food are 6,600 in the chart. Then it says suppose Will's food expenditures in 2011 are 5,670.
Well, it's saying like his.
It's saying that he spent in 2009 56.70 worth of dollar of 2011 dollars.
Oh, okay.
So you're trying to account for like inflation and price changes and things. Yeah.
Well, what's the 66?
So that was what he actually spent in 2011. So the 2011 dollars. That was his actual amount.
Oh,
so
that's 2011.
It's just saying that in 2009,
it's worth
he spent $56.70 worth of 2011 dollars.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It worded really weird. It took me a minute to get that one too. I was like, okay, what's going on?
Okay, twist around. All right.
Because yeah, I think the problem that I had is I could never figure out what the base year was supposed to be in order to solve for the
Exactly.
consumer index for 2011. So that would be a nice number to work off of. But
All right. Now I'm gonna have to look up a whole bunch of these. I think.
should add that one to the list.
Probably all these. If the CPI was 95 in 1955 and it's 475 today, then 100 today purchases the same amount of goods and services as
I got B for that one.
$20.
Which threw me off at first because you would think that 1955 you'd have money that was worth more, but if you plug in to do it.
Yeah, 475 divided by 95 times 100. 500?
Yeah, so I think it's actually backwards. So you do 95 divided by 475 and then times that by 100.
Five.
20.
Yeah, that's what I got. 'Cause you're using 1955 as your reference or the year that you're looking for.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Which, yeah, the same didn't make a whole lot of sense to me at first, but it worked. So
So it's 500?
if you do it the other way around, yeah, it's 500. But yeah, if you do 95 divided by 475 times 100, it's $20. So be.
Yeah. If it figures the purchasing power of 1955 and today, it'd be 500, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's
Oh, I see it.
Year T. So on the PowerPoint, it has year today at the top, CPI, and it has year T in the past.
Right, but I think it was this question that it's asking how much
in
in
years,
$1955. So you're using
You have to
1955 as your today, which
Okay,
is backwards, but
yeah, kind of confusing.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes more
I'm
sense.
going
So.
That makes sense. All right. 17.
17. You know that a candy bar costs 5 cents in 1962. You also know that the CPI for 1962 and the CPI for today. So which of the following would you use to compute the price of a candy bar in today's prices? And I got C.
5 cents.
I agree on that one.
In today's prices. Yeah. So today over yesterday. So now that one's the normal one.
So yeah, that one goes back to
that was, that was like the example given.
So yeah, did anybody have any questions or concerns on that one?
Nope.
That one looks good.
All right, 18. To the nearest dollar, or whoops, I skipped a part. Will's expenditures on food for 3 consecutive years, along with other values, are represented in the table below. To the nearest dollar, Will's 2010 food expenditures in 2009 dollars amount to this one, I believe I got C. Because
Yeah, I gotta figure out that formula.
if you take 160 divided by 168, or nope, backwards. 168 divided by 160 times 5,000. Or no. How do that? I got it to come out into a nice even number earlier. $160 divided by 160.
Yeah, if you do 168 over 160 times 5,800, you come out to 5524, which is C.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll double check that one, but I think that's, I don't know.
All right. So we good in 18?
Yep.
Or good-ish. All right, 19 then. If the nominal interest rate is 4% and the real interest rate is negative 2.5%, then the inflation rate is, and I got D on this one. You take your 4, subtract the 6.5, and that gives you a negative 2.5 real interest rate.
Yeah, you're right.
I got C.
Nominal interest rate. Nominal interest rate minus inflation. So in this case,
So yeah, in order to take 4 down to a negative number, you'd have to have something bigger than 4, and the only option it gives is 6.5. So
nominal interest rate is 4.
It is C.
Yeah, so it's 4 minus X equals
negative 2.5.
Negative 2.
It is C.
Yeah.
It should be 4 plus negative 2.5, which would be 1.5, wouldn't it?
Would it be plus?
Well, define
No.
X.
You want the inflation rate. So the equation is nominal interest rate minus inflation equals real. So the nominal we know is 4 minus X equals real minus 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the equation it shows you the equation on slide 29, I think.
Yeah. So then you just got to do the math, flopping it around. Does that sound right?
Sounds right to me. Because it gives you the real and the nominal, and you're solving for inflation.
Uh-huh.
So in order to get there, you'd have to subtract 6.5 from 4 in order to get negative 2.5.
Six point five.
10.5
or is 2.5 a positive. So if you have 2.5 minus 4, then it's negative 2.5, which is what the real is, right?
Yeah.
Because real is. Do you see what I'm saying?
Didn't catch. Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit. Say that one more time.
I locked it. 2.5.
So I come up with minus X
4
equals minus
1.5.
6.5. And then you get rid of the minuses, and that's the plus, right?
1.5 minus
It's D.
4 is negative 2.5.
Right, but your nominal is the 4, not the 1.5. So the 4 goes first, and then you'd have to subtract.
1.5 is the answer because 1.5 is the inflation rate. Real interest rate is the answer. So it's negative 2.5 equals 4 minus x.
Right.
So what number subtract from what number is negative 2.5? It's 1.5.
No way.
Yeah,
That's a minus.
If you take 4 and subtract 1.5 from it, it's a positive 2.5, and we're looking for a negative 2.5.
Yeah, 1.5 minus 4.
Yeah, you're flipping them backwards. You got to do the 4 first, and then.
Yeah, what you do is it's 4 minus x equals minus 2.5. You subtract the 4 from both sides. You end up with minus x equals minus 6.5. Then you multiply both by negative 1, and you get x equals 6.5 to get rid of the minus.
Okay, so then it would be negative 6.5.
No, because both sides
6.5.
It's a positive.
So you have 4 minus the 6.5. So the 6.5 is the negative. It's the bigger number. So you take the 4 away from the negative 6.5, and you're left with the negative 2.5.
Oh, I see it now. I'm flipping them around.
Yeah, it's kind of weird there with
all the minus signs.
Yeah, all the negatives, especially when they give you that as one of the possible answers. You're like, well, that makes sense that it would be negative.
I listed algebra in 8th grade.
Yeah, it's.
You're making me remember rules. Yeah, I don't remember.
All right, so we good there then?
Yep.
I think.
All right, and 20. Suppose over the past year, the real interest rate was 6% and the inflation rate was 4%. It follows that, and I got D on this one. The dollar value of savings increased at 10% and the purchasing power of savings increased at 6%.
Interest rate was 6%.
So yeah, this one it's another one of those where you'd have to do a little bit of algebra again. You got 6 for your real, and then you got your 4 for your inflation. So that means we're missing our nominal interest rate, which in order to get to 6, you'd have to have
x minus 4 equals 6, right? X equals 10.
Right.
And then you got to figure out the rest.
So since your nominal is considered part of your savings power or whatever, or value of saving, that's what it is. You'd have that at 10%, and then your purchasing power, which was your real interest rate, is 6.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
So then we're double checking what 4, 14,
yeah, I got like
15.
Number 10, 11, 14, 15, 18 maybe. Only because that was the one I figured out.
We'll do some double checking on that one, and then yeah, I think that worked out pretty sweet last time. Where we just posted on the board or somehow message each other. And
yeah, sounds good. All right. Well, you guys done, and we'll go check it on our own, or you want to check these out? now or later.
I'm fine.
Bored.
Okay.
Why don't we look them up, and then if we figure out what they are, we can just post them. Or
That
Okay.
sounds good to me.
sound good enough?
Sounds good.
All right, guys.
Cool.
Well, hey, thank you for your help.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's always
No.
nice to have some people to bounce off ideas. And
Sure is.
The Facebook group page.
Yeah.
Whenever I search for it, I get like 50 of them. So I don't know which one it is. If you could just like send the URL to the what's it called? The Hangouts
Yeah,
chat?
it's just Econ 151 group. That's all it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There's a space in between. Yeah. Okay.
No, like when
I'll-
Econ 151 space.
Well, hey, let me put it right here in the chat. Hang on a second.
There you go.
And my wife's signed in.
Let's see. I got it.
Can you post it?
I think I just posted it.
Like somebody just. Yeah, let's see. I gotta go find it myself. Let's see.
sorry, this content isn't available right now. Oh no.
What is it?
Why not? I got the link on Facebook and it says, sorry, this content isn't available right now.
Oh, really?
It says a link you followed may have expired or the page may not be visible to.
Oh, it's a secret group. We don't want to share with everybody.
We have to, I think, add them on as friends and then invite them to the group.
Yeah, if you type it in this way right here, that's the actual name.
All right, I'll give that a shot.
Nobody can have that exact name. I mean, there's probably Econ without the space.
Oops. Don't autocorrect me.
What's your oh, do you have to be friends first?
I think so.
That might be, yeah.
It's a private group or a secret group.
Yeah, probably.
Did you form a secret combination?
Yes. All right. Well, let's do this.
Got an Econ 151 group with the domain name of Pokemon.ru.
Let me see on here. Yeah, I think we have to be friends, and I think I'm invisible for some reason. My authorizations aren't right.
That's where the One Ring went.
Hey, there's something happening. Oh, okay. I don't know why I keep adding an N in your name. Chance. I want you to be Nazi.
It just happens. I'm used to it. Yeah.
You work at Jefferson School District?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. All right, and then let's see. Is it Jaren?
Yep. Oh, look at that. You don't accept friend requests.
I know. I don't know what the deal is. What's
It's
your
in
last
your
name, Jaren?
Rochester.
Rochester, okay.
That one's me.
Right by Jaren Waldo.
Jared.
Personal banker. You a personal banker?
Yep.
All right. I need a loan. So now I can go back to the group.
There it is.
Yeah, this is a super secret group.
Yeah,
Secret
you
combination.
really.
There you go. And then there is, yeah. Here you guys go. All right. Yeah, secret's out because somebody's going to watch this video.
No.
No wonder it's just been
Blood
you
pack.
and Alfredo the first.
But at least you know, the reason Facebook works is if somebody posts something, at least it dings your phone and you can kind of look, and
Kind of
something's
nice
there.
little notification.
Yeah. But we don't want to give our answers out to the world. So, anyway.
Sweet. Yeah, that works. Awesome.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for the good session. I'll post the link right after we all get off here. So,
Cool.
All right, thank
Sweet.
you.
if you find anything else, post it to the group. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
All right, bye.